Music is always more powerful than we realize. That's what I want to say. It can do far more good than we usually imagine. And I found that. I found it in teaching, I found it in worship, I found it in hundreds of Christian circumstances. It has extraordinary powers that many of us are only just beginning to discover.
In the West, musicians haven't always mixed their notes in this way. Their drinks maybe, but not their notes. As far as we can tell, it began around the 11th century in the West. Up until then, music basically was one line of notes, a single melody, as we would say today. But today, most music we hear mixes its notes liberally. Through this pervasive feature of music, I want to explore what is generally regarded as one of the core issues of modernity, and indeed postmodernity. How to understand what it is to be free.
It's a funny thing that people often say, oh, music is just a frill, it's a little adornment, it's a little extra, it doesn't really do very much. And then you say, right, how many CDs do you have? And you find out they have scores of them. And you've got iTunes as well, and there's vast playlists. And how much money do you spend on music? You know, and you find out it's really quite a lot. So that music actually does play a huge part in most people's lives. And then there's all the music that streams to us from radio and television, from film or whatever. You can't go through a day in the Western world without a great deal of music.
Freedom isn't basically about preserving my space, though at times we might need to do that, of course. It's not basically about increasing the choices open to me, though it may involve that. Deeper down, it's about being free by another who loves you and for another whom you can love.
Trinity, of course, has been involved in a lot of the controversies of the church in this country. But I'm glad to say I haven't picked up any sense at all of anger, bitterness, crustiness, resentfulness, nothing like that. As people who are battle-weary often do get those traits, and communities that are battle-weary. It seems to be an outward-looking, dynamic, mission-oriented, biblically grounded, theologically serious, worshipping, praying community. And I think that's a rare thing in the church.